Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Inside of today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the brand new star power in the game, which a lot of people didn't even realize actually came with the update. It wasn't in the patch notes, so it actually was missed off in a lot of sneak peeks. So it is the brand new Gene star power. Well, not really brand new, just reworked. So as you can see, Spirit Slap, Gene's magic hand also damages and deals 1000 damage upon hitting the enemies. So of course you got to be super accurate with Gene pulls to get value out of this star power. So I'll be running through all of the interaction changes, giving you guys my opinion on this star power and also which one is the better one, giving an overall rating, all of that good stuff. Going to be breaking it down a lot more better than I normally do. So before we jump into it, make sure you're using the creator code. That'd be greatly appreciated. Without further ado, let's jump into it. Okay, so first and foremost, I don't normally do these type of things in these videos just because I normally like to just talk about it when playing the game, but for at least for the first couple of minutes I'll go through all the interaction changes just so you guys are aware of what's actually going to change with this star power, because it is a somewhat big change to Gene, because of course like Spirit Slap was always that really trolly star power. It was only really good in duo showdown and solo showdown, but mainly this star power I'm not too sure how viable it's going to be. But anyway, we're going to be jumping into the interaction changes. So with quite a handful of brawlers, I think around 9 brawlers, it actually takes one less hit fully to kill a brawler. So these are brawlers below 3600 HP. So these are brawlers like Tick, Meg, Barley, B, Brock, Byron, Crow, Piper and Spike. I'll be putting up them on the screen just so you guys are aware whenever I talk about it which brawlers are actually gonna change with these interactions. So I'll quickly run down the numbers as well so you guys are aware. This is the key point, by the way. Like a lot of YouTubers, a lot of people always break down like what kind of changes it is in definitive HP when a brawler first spawns in, but for the most part of the game in 3v3s anyways, like these brawlers aren't going to be full HP all of the time, right? It's very, very rare in a situation where someone is actually full HP coming into a gunfight unless they've literally just spawned in. So anyways, enough of that rambling. These are going to be the interaction changes. So when you have your when you hit your super with this brand new star power, it will change by an extra 1000. So before, without the star power, basically 1 hit, 2 hit, 3 hit with Gene used to be when you used to pull someone 1440, 2880 and then 4320. So basically just add 1000 onto that every single time. So these are the figures for with the brand new star power. It is 2440, 3880 and 5320. So the main reason why this is important then, because you want to know your threshold before you pull with Gene. So for me, I would always pull in and around 3k HP without this brand new star power, right? But now an extra 1000 HP doesn't sound like a lot, but it will mean a lot, specifically when brawlers are low. Anywhere below, well, it is 3880 for 2 hits and your super, which for the most part, that's how you're going to be killing brawlers, right? So how you're going to calculate this, right, is hit someone once with that main attack, and then you can hit them with your actual like big shot and your super, if you get what I mean. So I don't know what you call it, like the little projectiles which deal like 200 damage. You got to make sure that you're hitting someone with that and then pull them if they're around 4k HP. That's really going to help you out. And then when talking about max range pulls, then so these are going to be pulls that you're going to be hitting the opponent when you pull them right at a maximum amount of tiles 3 times plus your super. So before 4320, now 5320. So that is quite a lot. Basically like 40 of the 60 brawlers inside of the game are in and around, well, like below 5400 HP. So what you can do for the most part is literally 40 of these brawlers, right? So basically anyone below 5400 HP, you can guaranteed shoot them once with your main projectile, so you can obviously chip them down, because basically the numbers with this, it takes 5320. So obviously you can't pull them if they're full HP at 5400, so that's why I'm saying that. So literally all of these brawlers you can max range pull and free shot them, which is huge. Normally you would take 4 pieces of ammo at max range to kill brawlers that in and around 5400 HP, and now it's one less shot. So if you're playing a more aggressive Gene, this may help you out a lot. Okay, so now jumping into some live commentary on how good this star power is, giving you guys my overall thoughts and what could more than likely improve with this star power. So for me, this star power might be okay for some people that want to play Gene lane for whatever reason. You're going to get a lot more value out of it. 1000 damage, I still feel like is not enough for me to switch from Spirit Slap, or not Spirit, yeah, Spirit Slap to the star power. A lot of times I just forget what star power this one is called, just because I always go magic puffs every single time, and it's always really valuable in any game mode where you're playing as a team. Basically, like, your lane can always go towards you once they've either won their gunfight or pretty low HP, and they're always going to get healed up passively, which is just such an overpowered mechanic where I feel like you can't switch it out. That's just my main point about it. Like, I really like the new mythic gear, because for me, I'll always say, unless magic puffs gets nerfed, I just can't switch off his star power. It's always going to have such tremendous value, and a lot of the times with Jean right now, especially in ladder, there's a lot of things that counter a Jean pull. You've got to be really specific to play a Jean, because there's so many different mechanics. You know, you've got the speed gear, you've got all these gadgets, all these different things that can block a Jean pull. So we're going to look to pull the griff right here. It's going to allow us to free shot him and super him, so that is pretty OP. Like, I do like that fact about him. Like, you can be a lot more aggressive with your pulls, but as I said, like, right now, I feel like it's a bit too hard to hit Jean pulls all of the time. So Tara, I don't know how I missed that shot on her in the end there, but I do actually miss it. But as I said, like, if for whatever reason you want to start trying out Jean as a lane, you could try it out. Maybe I might try it out a little bit more in Power League, and it's a little bit better, but I probably will do a graphic as well in my little bit of commentary at the beginning on, like, the interaction changes, and I might even do shorts on it as well. So let me know whether you want me to post any short content on this one. But as you can see, in this game, I only really had a chance for one pull. I don't want to just throw out my pull all of the time, because it holds a lot of value, especially on a map like this. We need to try and get the Tara out of it ASAP. I'm going to pull the griff towards me like that. Like, it does help with additional damage, like, because Jean has a really slow reload speed, it can help in some instances. So that's going to be the first game. Let's hop into the next one. Alright guys, jumping into the next game, and so let me know what you think of his star power yourself. Of course, it's going to be different across all trophy ranges. As I said, I feel like the lower the trophies, the probably more value you're going to get out of his star power, because obviously people but a lower skill cap don't really realize, like, how strong the healing is with Jean. But when you're playing, like, really high level gameplay or any competitive, you just see so much value out of the Jean star power. A lot of the times, basically how you play Jean right is, specifically if you think of max compositions, a lot of the times, like, a max will just run in front of a Jean and just tank all of the damage for Jean, but because the max is getting heals off of it. That's a lot of the times how those interactions kind of go. Jean's going to stay alive in the back, and max just going to take all of the damage. So you can kind of compare that just basically with any interaction, right? Specifically on a really passive map. So yeah, I'm not going to really be playing the best, because I'm pretty brain dead at a minute, but as well, like, ladder, I just feel like there's too much aggro for Jean. That's probably why as well people don't really rate Jean as much as I do, or just pros do as well, because whenever I play ladder, right, it's just so much Jean. Like, see, that's quite funny to see. I literally pulled the M's and it literally killed her. That is quite hilarious to see. But one thing you've got to bear in mind as well about this is that it might actually hurt you in some ways. So one negative about it is that a lot of times you want to recharge your pull with Jean. Sometimes you might actually pull them and kill them quicker than you can get the shots off, so you can cycle your pull again. So that's going to be another game. Let's hop into the final one. Alright guys, jumping into the final game of the video then. So these games have been pretty down bad. I'm trying to showcase how good this, well, how potentially good this star power is, and my teammates are just horrendous. So hopefully I can at least get another semi-decent game. It is pretty hard to just show off completely with star power, because on a map like this, like, yeah, Jean is good, but his pull is already good in certain situations. Like, you got to know 100% where the enemy is. You don't want to be pulling any gadgets on this tower, for example. So yeah, this Jean's getting a lot of healing off of that star power. So I'm just going to run back into the middle right here. Mortis, he's going to be close to us. So in that situation right there, I'm just going to use my pull, because I know I'm going to cycle it and it's going to give me additional 1,000 damage. So maybe you can make a little bit more plays like that, especially in closer range. It might help Jean against those brawlers that normally it was countered against a lot of those really tanky brawlers, which would take you a million shots to destroy. Now with this star power, you can at least face them a little bit better in a 1v1. So should be able to get close to getting this spike down. I was going to get a pull there, but again, I'm scared of his Tara. There's so much Tara on this map where the pets just single-handedly destroy me. So I'm going to pull this Tara right here. I'm going to use a knockback as well. So you've got a really good combination going on. You've got the brand new mythic gear. You've got the knockback gadget. You've got the brand new star power as well. All of these things combined is going to make Jean's pull even better. So we do overextend it a little bit there, but I know I'm going to be able to get out because Tara used all of her ammo beforehand. So that's why I wasn't too scared about getting pulled there, because I know Tara just didn't have enough ammo to really take me down. We're going to go for a pull on the spike right here. That's going to be the spike dead. That's going to be all the gems going our way. So yeah, this star power, I actually like it with randoms. I do like it randoms because a lot of times they just leave me alone. They don't get much value out of my star power. So maybe I do suggest you guys try it out a little bit when you're playing ladder, specifically with randoms, so you can get that carry factor a little bit better. But yeah, overall, Magic Puff's still going to be the better star power. So let's see if we can get this Mortis down. He is going for a solo run right here. Somehow manages to get out with his life. And if we can't get his Mortis down, I don't even know what to do in this game. Like, how are we even in this situation? Tara is going to go for the pull right here. She does eventually die, and I don't even know anymore. I just can't even be bothered with my teammates. I know, like, as a junior, I just can't defend myself, like, especially when a Mortis collapse onto me like that. No matter what, it's going to be pretty hard to deal with any sort of aggro place. So we are getting close to taking this Mortis down right here. We do hit the pull on the spike instead, but that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys learned quite a lot about this brand new star power. In basic terms, maybe with randoms you might get a little bit more value out of it. Maybe if you're playing Gene Lane, you might get more value out of it. And in some specific maps, which I'll probably play test it a little bit more, and if I got any good advice on what maps to play on, I'll probably give it on a future video as well. But for now, because it's so new to the game, it's pretty hard to know exact circumstances where the star power could really be better than the other one. So for me, I'd still stick with Magic Puffs. 400 healing per second, specifically when you're playing a really defensive map like Backyard Bowl, for example. Even double swoosh, you're going to get so much value out of it with you and, well, with your lane. I feel like Magic Puff's going to be better, but if you want to be selfish, then go ahead with the other star power. So yeah, that's going to be it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.